As you would expect, the PlayStation experience was a veritable bounty of news and trailers and whatnot, one of which was the Final Fantasy VII first gameplay trailer. I suggest you go check it out. It is of course not in this video or anything like that, because, well, you know why. But I am here to give you some of the best pieces of news in one convenient place. So let's begin, shall we, with Ni No Kuni 2, which was announced. And the full title is Ni No Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom, and it was announced for the PlayStation 4, which is a nice announcement, but not much information other than that, unfortunately. Couple of small pieces of Yakuza news up next, with Yakuza 5 coming out next week on the PS3, and Yakuza 0 is coming to the West for PlayStation 4, and for the exact release date we have Yakuza 5 coming to PSN on December the 8th. Moving swiftly on to Team Ninja, it was announced during the PlayStation Experience keynote that Team Ninja's PS4 exclusive Neo, or Niho, depending on your pronunciation, will be released in the West. Now, you may remember this was originally in development for the PlayStation 3 and is being developed, or rather produced, by Ko Shibusawa, and was first revealed way back in the dawn of time, or rather E3 2005, and it is based on Akira Kurosawa's previously lost script Oni, and will take place in 16th century Japan, and will star a blonde samurai warrior, and is to be released sometime next year. That's about as vague as it gets, really, isn't it? And next up, we have the first heavyweight throwing its support behind PlayStation VR, as Ubisoft announced Eagle Flight, a game for PlayStation VR where you explore a city via the air. And the level shown at PlayStation Experience keynote was a pretty modern version of Paris, complete with an Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame Cathedral. Now, the motif of eagles, and Ubisoft will kind of make you think, is this an Assassin's Creed tie-in of some description? It possibly will be. The music kind of gives you Assassin's Creed vibes as well, but they didn't really confirm or deny, they didn't even mention it, so we don't know for the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was some sort of vague Assassin's Creed tie-in. Next up, the classic point-and-click adventure Full Throttle is getting a HD remake with Full Throttle Remastered coming to the PlayStation 4 and Vita, and as they are also handling Day of the Tentacle, Double Fine will be in charge of the restoration, and it's looking pretty damn promising already just from the couple of screen grabs we have. Another PlayStation VR and PlayStation 4 announcement with Ace Combat 7, as it will be coming to the PlayStation 4 and will feature, you guessed it, PlayStation VR integration. But we don't know if the entire game is going to be playable with the VR headset or if it's going to be certain sections, and we basically don't know much other than the fact that it's coming out, it's going to have VR support. And the last thing I want to touch on today is Street Fighter V, as the final launch character was revealed, and it is F.A.N.G. and he has actually a new mechanic for the Street Fighter series, that being Poison, and when Poison attacks connect, yep, no prizes for getting this, you'll slowly drain opponent's life bar until F.A.N.G is hit or the poison runs out. As you would expect, he is a long-range character, and it has rather slippery moments to kind of escape from his opponents. His V skill will be Nishudoku, and is a slow-moving projectile that deals damage over time if it hits the opponent, and his V trigger is Dokunomu, a poisonous cloud that deals damage whenever the opponent comes into contact with it. His design is interesting, shall we say. Obviously, gonna have to wait to see how he actually handles in game, but he's a bit of an odd looking character to say the least, and I've got a feeling reactions to him are going to be a bit mixed. So there you have it, the best pieces of news from the PlayStation experience. Now go watch that Final Fantasy VII trailer, it's pretty good. Thank you very much for watching, I'll see you next time.